Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be checking out the newest episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 6 of season 4, The Council of the West. I'm really excited to see what exactly got Rimuru so angry at the end of last episode, where we had him like kick up the desk and he was just aura farming like crazy. That entire sequence was really cool. I even saw like the comparison to the source material, and the anime absolutely cooked. But other than that, I'm just really excited to see how this season plays out and how we build up to the conflict between Yuki and Maribel, which is kind of what it seems like it's building up to. But yeah, other than that, I don't want to waste too much more time. Get right into this episode. If you are new to my channel, this is more of a watch along than just a reaction. So if you'd like the audio and/or full video, you can sync up with your own copy of the episode. If not, you can see it blurred behind me and read the subtitles below me. I'll skip a countdown and we can get right into this episode. Pull up my timer. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, should be good. Right into the OP as well. But yeah, because I feel like at the end of last episode, I couldn't exactly um understand why Rimuru got so pissed off, because I think it was something he was reading after they sent him back, like his proposition of like the agreement. I also really enjoyed all of the outfits we got to see them with. That's actually one thing where I saw a comparison. I think it was the light novel. Their fits looked so good, and it was the same outfits that just looked so good in the light novel art. Not that they look bad in the anime; they just look a little bit more generic, I would say. But I loved. It's a bit that I feel like is constant with this show, where Rimuru either looks like the biggest badass you've ever seen, or he's dressed up like the cutest character ever. I love the contrast between them. I also I have only like partially been paying attention to this since it seems like it's an open that has spoilers in it. Um Something happened with Gobta and the what can't I think of the Tempest Wolf's name? Um Ranga. I saw a scene between them. I didn't quite understand what happened there. 78. Can't believe how many episodes this show has. What were they trying to sneak through on that? We're completely outrageous. Like what? Oh, yeah, that's fucked. So essentially, give us all of your profits. Oh, they're really just trying to fucking scam us out of everything we have. Not even being subtle about it either. What the fuck? Would cost a fixed yeah. Scum. Stand on business, Rimuru. You guys weren't even trying to be as subtle about it either. Were they just hoping he was gonna not read it? When it is definitely not. No problem. Mental interference. Is it Maribel? I would assume. We know that's kind of her specialty. Has left cracks. Oh. Oh, interesting. I knew that there was going to be a couple who were on his side because we saw that in last episode that like the smaller nations were more into it. Not that powerful. Its perspectives narrowed. Oh, that's an interesting way to do it. That's kind of facts. It's either one of these guys or it was Maribel. An armed group? Oh, this is Goober. I'm still very interested to know what this is turns into. Oh, whoa, the Green Fury's with him too. Apparently, he called him here. Oh, Gabon. Oh, interesting. He didn't even know about this. He seemed like he had something in mind, though. I mean, of course. Uh, you're gonna get yourself fucking and your entire nation killed at this pace. I find it so funny how, despite even becoming a demon lord, people are so much more worried about Veldora than Rimuru himself. Less afraid and more respects. Have we seen this guy before? His design looks familiar, but oh, interesting. Bro's got this quite this smirk on Reiner. Yeah, you guys don't even approach one of his fucking underlings. You guys are like fucking probably Gopta level at this point. Is she gonna stand on business? Oh, you got yourself in some real shit. Oh God, you're gonna get yourself. Oh yeah, you don't want to be doing this. Pissed your panties and ran away is crazy, by the way. Yeah, that is not happening, buddy. Oi, oi. Oh, I wonder if he still thinks everyone's under mental manipulation. I think this vote isn't gonna go as well as he thinks. Okay, those are all those ones. That makes sense. Of bribery. Oh, interesting. So it's not even maybe just the mental manipulation aspect. Bro is just yapping, by the way. Bro also is apparently not taking a peek at the votes. He's just yapping like he's gonna win. Orb, Orb of Domination. Oh yeah, okay. I thought it looked familiar. It's yeah, it's a bracelet instead of the necklace though. I re It would be funny if he puts it on and then just doesn't get controlled anyways. Yeah, it's just your dudes that are standing up. No one else is. Okay, so the mental interference was him as well, or their group, anyways. But if I remember right, I'm pretty sure Maribel's using this dude. Misspoke. Also, that dude, I didn't realize he has fucking like I forget what those are called when you shave in the side of your hair like that, but that's funny. You're also not making it seem any less suspicious or like it's not true. Not surely. This is politics, people. This happens all the time. I don't even think you're gonna get to fight Rimuru. Oh, it's showing Shuna. Is she about to pop off? Oh. Oh, they ain't about this life. Aren't a monolith either. Interesting. Yeah, they're going all for nothing now at this point. Reputational suffer. Oh, she's gonna take care of it. That was my original thought. Um, but the way they were showing Shuna there, I thought that she was gonna get pissed off. Yeah, that he did. Don't lick your lips, you freak. Freak. Yeah. Oh, this is. Whose reaction to that? No, she's actually humble, if anything. That is so funny talking about it, that going to his head is he's like, I'm the strongest. There's measures for this. No, yeah, okay, I know. Oh man, that fit looks really good in this episode. Oh, the OST kicking in as well. You're fried. You're absolutely cooked, my boy. Frail little girl is also I have a feeling that is not gonna be necessary at all. I really actually like seeing her in that fit. I'm so used to her in her like dress, almost like shrine maid aesthetic that she goes for. Blink of an eye, huh? Fucking rotated. No weapon even. Oh, she's absolutely pissed. I feel like the girls in this show constantly get to show off quite a lot. What is she? Fucking styling on his ass. Did she break his sword? Yeah, he did. Or she did, I mean. It was just trash in this fucking smile. I was expecting her to use a spell or something. Yeah, getting to see her hand to hand like this is awesome. How fun. She's so fucking stylish with it. Oh, she about hit him with the fucking holy magic? This is what I was expecting at the start, kind of, but there is. I think she might have only done like his armor or something. Yeah, I know my girl. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded getting to see her just absolutely obliterate him, but to the point where she can just take someone's clothes off. That whole sequence of using disintegrate, it was so peak. It's always been one of the coolest moves we've seen in the show so far. Notice. Oh, from a distance away. Oh. Trying to get rid of, Oh! Yeah, it's going to. This is the chick with the handgun. This was in the picture of all of the silhouette in the last episode, too. Oh, that he is. Oh, he... I guess if he was eating it, of course it came back to him, but... Oh, it could definitely kill a person. It's interesting that it's like a long-range pistol. I assume it's like a magic pistol then? Because it almost shoots like a rifle. Disposable pawns. That is typical. Bro's like, you ain't the prince anymore, or the next king. Bro gave him a reality check. You guys are lucky you didn't push him even farther. Because one of the last times something like this happened is when we got the fucking destruction of an entire fucking army, and he murdered like it was a it was over like 10,000 people if I remember right. The Magullo. whatever that attack's called. Bro's still trying to worm his way out of this. Oh, the king. Stand down. Oh, it's his father. Okay. Does he have any knowledge of what's going on here? What's the Green Fury guy seems to have a deeper connection with him, maybe? Cleared up some things. Does also give us a better view on the father, huh? Especially because that kid would have been dead. Well, at least now, instead of dealing with the council, we almost have a direct tie to the king. Even if that isn't... Bro's like, you're going... re-educated. What's oh, magical. They don't. I don't know if it's just the outfits, but they did not look human. Yeah, that is also. I'm not sure exactly what she's planning either. I don't know what, but I don't doubt her. I'm sure things are gonna go south for her when she finally meets up with Rimuru, but she seems like quite the strategic. Knowledge as a nation, that's good. Formally into the council. I don't really like being a part of these guys, but it is necessary. Would grant military rights. Something important through all this. Bro's like, I'll just get the cheat codes to do it. Understood. Is someone gonna interrupt or underestimate that demon's master? Makes total sense. Soe's here. That is actually true. I'm surprised she didn't immediately dip after that shot. Oh, this episode's gonna end on this cliffhanger. Fuck. Oh, I really want to see how that plays out. I really enjoyed this episode, though. Roughly what I was expecting. Actually, a little bit more action than I was expecting. But the way everything played out with the council is generally what I was going into this episode looking forward to. And I'm pretty sure what Rimuru was angry about was basically what I theorized about last episode. Or at least what I've been thinking about all week it was about. I'm very interested to know what Maribel's entire plan is here. And I'm excited about learning more about this chick with the gun. I would really love if we got a proper Soe fight as well. Because I feel like, well, occasionally we do get quite a few moments with him. I would love like a proper one-on-one battle. But he also might be significantly stronger than that gun user. Another great episode, though. I love how we're building everything up. Also, again, fucking hilarious episode. Um, I feel like this season in particular has been really funny. There's quite a few moments during this episode, and for example, like Mastermind Identity, interesting title. When that dude was like, "I really want Rimuru" or something like that. Um, and then Rimuru's reaction to that old dude was so funny. I love getting to see Shuna use like almost martial arts, and that whole disintegrate scene was so awesome. And then of course it's always great to see where is she? That's the disintegrate stuff. There she is. If I can point properly. I always love getting to see more of her, and I love since last season, and kind of coming to terms with each other. I love how prevalent she is in the story and almost like the main cast. I was sort of worried that after last season we maybe wouldn't see as much of her, but she's still very much prominent in the story, and I love that. I think that's one thing this show does so well, where it introduces a very large cast of characters, but they always remain at least somewhat either impactful or relevant to the story. Um, like for example, every so often we still check up with like the King of the Dwarves and all of that. Like I feel like we're always checking back up on with previous characters and like our entire town and crew always building out. But yeah, Shuna's like martial arts that she used as well, like with the fan, was so clean. I was not expecting that from her at all. I was much more expecting the spell that she used at the end, something along those lines, but was so badass. Um, that scene was definitely, I would say, the highlight of the entire episode. But even though this is very much, I'm sure there's gonna be these last two episodes. I'm sure there's a lot of talk online about meetings being back in Reincarnated as Slime because that was a major complaint in one of the last seasons. But man, if I don't just absolutely love it, and I feel like this episode was actually the entire council stuff and the politics around it was a little bit more interesting in this episode than last episode. I feel like I was significantly more engaged, and I don't know if it's now just because I kind of have a better picture of a lot of these sides and the characters that are being introduced in this arc. That I have a bit more of a handle on it than even last episode. And yeah, like this conflict was fun. A lot of diabolical dialogue lines this episode as well. And this dude yapping. The scene of Rimuru saving him as well was really cool. And despite originally I thought he was gonna end up being like, kind of on our side and be like a good guy and like seeming like he's a little bit more scummy, but it seems like he was kind of just a little bit of an asshole, a little scummy, and just plotting in the background against us. But I think now he's a little bit more um of a less antagonistic type character after being saved and everything with his dad. I could actually very much see him coming back around as a character um and become a little bit more likable because not only like his character design for one stands out a lot compared to a lot of the council members and whatnot, so I feel like it's likely for him to be reoccurring. It's also interesting that we brought back up the domination, like mind control thing that Milim had. Um, I wonder if they got that maybe from Maribel, Yuki, that faction. Trying to think anything else I want to go over in this episode. I feel like a lot of this episode, I feel like, while I was watching, I was kind of giving all my thoughts that I had. That scene's great. Outfit, I think actually Shuna's outfit looked even better in this episode than last episode. I don't know if it's just the way they were animating her and everything. Um, but I really like. I feel like this show, like a lot of times, even when the animation isn't going absolutely crazy, just the art style, and the way they choose to direct some scenes, it all feels and flows so nice together that even when there isn't like the most crazy animated sequences ever, it's still visually such a treat to watch. Um, I really like the lighting in that scene as well. At the end here, looked really cool. But I can't wait to see this play out. these cliffhangers in a lot of the shows I've been watching recently, I feel like have been really going strong. It's reminding me of like when we were like when I was watching like Solo Leveling, things like that, where like every week it ends off on a cliffhanger. Um, because last week we had the stuff with Rimuru, like kicking up the table and everything, and then we got this, and then some of the other shows I'm watching are doing the same thing every week, like Demons of the Shadow Realm. That show ends on a cliffhanger like crazy every single week, pretty much. It just reminds me of like almost a different time in anime because I feel like occasionally we get a show that's like very heavy on cliffhangers, but I feel like especially in the past it was like every episode of a show would leave you on such a cliffhanger a lot of the time. Um, yeah, and other than that, that ending scene, not that, just this. I love watching this every week. Getting to see the entire ending video is so awesome. It was incredible the first time I've seen it, and every week it's just grown even more on me. I think it was such a great choice. Um, Especially with Mary Bell kind of being like a mastermind plotting, and we don't actively see her in like every situation or even like directly facing off against our characters. I feel like having her so prevalent in the ending song where we see her every episode adds a lot to her character. I think sometimes like things like that anime doesn't properly think about. Like sometimes the character you give the ending song to or the way you like do openings and endings can really impact how anime viewers view a character. So I think having that ending song is such a strong and bold choice. Um that works really well. Um yeah, it was also interesting seeing Green Fury back here. Did we see them? I don't think we saw them in last episode that they were back. Um, and apparently this guy is I forget what they said his name was, but he's the this one is the leader. I assumed it was this chick, but I think she's kind of like the second in command, maybe. Um, but it's very interesting. I'm glad that they stuck around, and I was very much right. Like, the fact that they were brought up in the whole dungeon like mini arc, I knew they would come back around because that's kind of the writing style that the author uses, where he will introduce characters and they usually have a prominent role at least for a significant amount of the story, um, and are rarely just introduced to not do anything. Um, yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much all my thoughts on this episode. A little bit less of a yapping session at the end of this episode because I feel like pretty straightforward episode. I don't there's not really much for me to theorize on or anything like that. Um I am really enjoying the season. I am really excited though when we get more in not even like directly just action, but when the proper conflict between Maribel and Rimuru starts to like happen. I'm so excited to see that. Especially like with the tease in the opening that maybe like Yuki's gonna join the battle as well, and um I'm really excited to see how this plays out because as far as I know, this is a series like we're almost 80 episodes into this show already, and I think there's a significant amount of source material left for this show, which is really awesome to be honest. Um, it's just we'll always be I'll always have a soft spot for this show. Um, I feel like it's mostly comes from I've watched that first season when it was like before it got like season two so many times, and I just love the characters so much that I like compared to especially a lot of isekai. I would say I like the characters more, and I have a like bigger attachment to them than like most series I watch generally. So feel like that's always kind of one of the things that brings this series up to some of the other ones where it has such an incredible cast of characters, and I'm a huge fan of like the world building, like civilization aspect of the show as well. Which is why I never personally will matter when we're in like mini arcs like this where we're dealing with the council and like meetings and things like that because all of that is fascinating and I love how it sets up the bigger world and whatnot and gives you a great outlook on what is possible in this world and like how like the conflict builds up to its like endpoint. But yeah, other than that, I will catch you guys all later. I hope you enjoyed this watch along, and peace.